И вопрос в том, каковы границы, и хотим ли мы войти через некоторое время, возможно, через месяц или два, в большой военный конфликт, которого у нас не было со Второй мировой войны. Для всех нас, кто хотел бы быть в безопасности и обеспечить гражданам безопасность, для нас нет хороших и легких вестей.
За нас не постоje lepe i lake vesti i očekujem da
И ожидаю, все, что мы увидим в предстоящем периоде,
budemo videli u narednom periodu bude dalje
дальнейшее осложнение отношений между Западом и Россией, а также между Западом и Китаем.
ali i između Zapada i Narodne Republike Kine. Sad je pitanje
Hawashai, birthday Howard, birthday Hawashai, Ka'ala, birthday Hawashai, Bachan, Kakadash, Gabana, the elder apostle, a great milk, and woo will. And they're taking the ocean and put to the truth across the four corners of the earth to the fear and power of Yahweh, sound try to the hope of elect, and who the world inwardly called God is named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ named Hawashai. All right, now it's Mahari call from the great milton at the end of the camp of the Inland Empire region. And got an article here to do a quick video on rumors of war, because the Serbian president warned of great war conflict. Serbian president warned of great war conflict within 2 months. All right, that's Lord willing. All right, because nobody not in control of anything. All right, up to the Lord. Okay, but we want it to happen because we're hating the day. All right, because these things must happen. All right, before Yahweh shall return. In Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13. All right, all the prophecies and signs to look out for before our Lord Yahweh shall return. All right. The president of Serbia have warned that the planet is entering into a great world conflict that could take place within the next 2 months. Alexander Vucic made an alarming comment during the first day of the UN General Assembly session in New York. He sees a crisis in every part of the world, Vucic told the Serbian state broadcaster, RTS. I think realistic predictions ought to be even darker, he added. Our prediction is even worse, since the UN has been weakened and the great power has taken over and practically destroyed the UN order over the past several decades. The Serbian leader cautioned that the war between Russia and Ukraine have moved on to a far deadlier phase. I assume that we're leaving the phase of the special military operation and approaching a major armed conflict, and now the question becomes, where is the line, and whether after a certain time, maybe a month or two even, we will enter a great world conflict not seen since the Second World War, he said. See that? So that's prophecy, man. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Okay? Just say the scripture. Alright, Matthew 24. We'll jump down. It said, verse 6, and ye shall hear a word and rumors of war, right? Because a great word for rumor means report. I read a report about World War III can soon happen. Okay. See that ye be not troubled. For us, we shouldn't be troubled. All right, because these are prophecies coming to pass. All right. Now, to the world, yeah, there's trouble. For us, no, because we know what's going on. All right. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and that can take place as well. Okay, it's going on right now, but on a like this guy Alexander Vucic said. All right, a great world conflict. Okay? What he said at the end, we will enter a great world conflict, not things in the Second World War, if he's dead. Okay? It said, verse 7 again, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilences and earthquake in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Alright, and you read in the NLT, it said, but all this is only the first of the birth pain with more to come. Right, in 2 Ezra chapter 15, it said, as a woman is about to give birth, alright, it's like for a moment. So that's how these things in the world that's coming into this world, it's likened to. Alright, it can be back to back, non-stop stuff going on in the world. Alright, so from there, let me get real quick. In 2 Ezra 15 and 2, behold, beat thou the ears of my people, or you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, all of the people of the Lord, alright, the Israelites. Beat thou in the ear of my people the word of prophecy, alright, which was telling you that World War III gonna happen via the scripture, alright. It hasn't happened yet, but on a small scale, you can see the build-up happening, alright. Saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All right, and that's how we know the scripture is faithful and true, because these prophecies come to pass. All right, it don't come back to how it's mouth void. All right, it's sent to where it's supposed to be sent to, and it shall prosper. Okay. I just wanted to bring that point out. All right, now Revelation 11 and 11. Okay. Not 11, 14. It said, the second world is past, like this guy said. We will enter a great world conflict, not think the Second World War, he said. And this was written, 2,000 years, all right, thousands of years before World War II took place. Okay? John the Revelator saw these visions, all right, and written down. And now we're prophesying for these things to come in the near future. It said, I'll read it again. Verse 14, the second world was past, which was World War II. And behold, the third world cometh quickly. All right, and that's World War III. Okay, and that's what he just did. All right. Bullshit remarks were made on the same day that Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered an immediate partial mobilization of troops amounting to 300,000 soldiers. In a public address to the nation, Putin warned that he wasn't bluffing and that he was prepared to use all the means at our disposal to protect Moscow territorial integrity. Nowadays, right, and that's Ezekiel, all right, 38. It's like it's not 38. Ezekiel 37. That's 37. Yeah, 38. I'm tripping. And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy faith against God, the Lamb of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. All right? And prophesy against him. And that's talking about Russia. All right? And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back. Right. So you look up the word. right? The Hebrew word with Ash, all right? And Russia, that go back to the Hebrew word with Ash, okay? Which means the head, okay? So they're the modern day Meshach and Tubal, all right? Today would be Russia. Verse 3, and they, thus saith the Lord, how behold, I'm against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. I will bring thee back and put hook into thy jaw, and I will bring thee forth and all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company, see? And now he's building up his army, all right, adding 300,000 more, with buckler and shield, all of them handling swords. See that? So the Lord is putting the spirit on Putin, Russia, to do this, all right, and to protect his, what it said, to protect Moscow territorial integrity. Okay, nowadays the West are talking about nuclear blackmail, said Putin. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant was chilled, and also some high petition representative of NATO state who are saying there might be possibility and permissibility to use nuclear weapons against Russia, he added. Putin ominously asserted that Western powers should be reminded that our country also have various weapons of destruction. But that's property, all right? You can read about throughout Isaiah and Jeremiah, all right? How Mitchell is going to destroy Babylon the Great, which is America, okay? And with regard to certain components, they're even more modern than NATO ones, right? Because NATO, with America at the head of that, all right, they're behind on the technology that Russia has when it comes to this missile, all right, ICBM and all that. As we highlighted last month, a study conducted by Rutgers University found that nuclear war between the United States and Russia would cause 2/3 of the planet to starve to death in 2 years. All right, so that's just about it, you know. So with that, I'm gonna end it at that. Hope it was edifying to the family. Probably how about sound shine. Like I said, it's just rumors of wars. All right, the report. So, but Lord willing, it's something major happens. All right, then or sooner. All right, but all that is on the time of Yahweh Shai. So with that, Tuada Yahweh Shai, Shalom.